Tamasato ma sadgamaya Tamasho ma jyotirgamaya Mrityurma amritam gamaya Avir avir maheri Rudro yakte dakshinam mukham Te namang pahi nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. 4, where the question about what is this Maya, and Maya is not real, and how it becomes so real to us. And then in that course, it has been said it is all superimposition, and all you are seeing because of the karma, and how many types of karma, and how to get out of the karma by constant vichara, and you're giving up every work to surrender to him, and also saying surrender to him, adding a bhakti, taste of bhakti in the Vedanta book. But here he clarifies what surrender to me. Me means what? Me, not the person, but that impersonal absolute. That is the me. So if that truth is thinking Krishna to be that, and one engages into it, there will be no pratyavaya, there will be no contrary effect of this karma. Karma you do, but if you do for God, you will never be bound. But when you do for you, that means when we forget, I am doing, so we get burdened, and it is our task, all the tensions and sufferings which comes because of the ego. So ultimately it says that you get out of the ego, and that is the grandest philosophy. And it should be detachment is the keynote, and karma should be continued till the end of life. So long there is any desire, karma should be continued. So long there is a breath, karma should be done. And it should be renunciation of karma, should be very much dependent on your very spiritual life. And you are doing karma, you will have to do karma, but you think, oh, I am a Brahmagani, I don't do karma, I will meditate on God and sit for absolute idea of the divine. No, that's why it warned the vidhina karma santyago in the last verse, towards the verse end, that you have to give up the karma by following a discipline. Automatically, doing God's work, your chitta will be pure, suddha, mind will be pure and suddha. And when that purity of the heart will come, naturally that will detach you from karma. Doing karma, you will never be bound. That's why it is said, in our day-to-day life, what we do, if we think that I'm doing for karma, you know that that karma is not going to bind you. But when you forget that and only do the karma, abhidhi-purvak, it is not the direction of the scriptures. So that will be the cause of bondage. And therefore, we'll have to chaitanyam. You look upon the body, don't look upon the body. Body as the self. That means those who misunderstand, I am the Atman, this body. That is to be given up. And when they hear the word I, mine, etc., always crooked-minded people will think that that is they are thinking of the body. And that is worldliness, and one should be free from that worldliness. Chaitanya, and seeing the Chaitanya, this play of consciousness everywhere. That was the last chapter we read. Today, we are going to start the 5th chapter of this, what you call this, Shanti Gita. So, 5th chapter, it starts with the characteristics of a yogi. No one can be, no karmana manarambhat, niskarmam purushasnute. In the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, it says, na karmanam anarambha, without starting the karma, no one can be a yogi. Because mind will be so restless. It is very difficult to stop the restlessness of the mind unless you engage yourself in good karma, noble karma, karma for God. So and then ultimately it will drop. So this chapter is dedicated to the characteristics of a yogi. Now again, here the Arjuna is putting that question. Again, and Krishna will be responding, Bhagavan will be responding as is given in the Bhagavad Gita, so is in the Shanti Gita. So Arjuna said, Arjuna uvāca, Arjuna said, Arjuna uvāca, Arjuna uvāca, kiṃ kartavyaṃ vidaṃ kṛṣṇa, kiṃ kartavyaṃ vidaṃ kṛṣṇa, kiṃ niṣedhaṃ vadasva me, kiṃ niṣedhaṃ vadasva me, viśeṣa-lakṣaṇaṃ teṣāṃ, viśeṣa-lakṣaṇaṃ tenam, vistareṇa prakāśaya, vistareṇa prakāśaya. Again, kiṃ kartavyaṃ vidaṃ kṛṣṇa, kiṃ kartavyaṃ vidaṃ kṛṣṇa, kiṃ niṣedhaṃ vadasva me, kiṃ niṣedhaṃ vadasva me, viśeṣa-lakṣaṇaṃ teṣāṃ, viśeṣa-lakṣaṇaṃ teṣāṃ, vistareṇa prakāśaya, vistareṇa prakāśaya. So, what it says, Arjuna said, question, kiṃ kartavyaṃ? What is the kartavya? Kartavya means duty. What is the duty or responsibility of vidaṃ? Vidaṃ means those who have realized God, those who have the wisdom developed. We are doing karma, we know. Our kartavya is there. Kartavya is duty. We are all duty bound. Everyone has a duty. In phase of life, in our stage of life, a teacher has a duty. A mother has a duty. A police has a duty. Doctor has a duty. Nurse has a duty. A pilot has a duty. An engineer is there. He has his duty. So in every position of life, there is duty.
What about an unemployed person?
He has his duty for his family. Even unemployed is thinking of how to feed my children, how to take care of my family, how to give them education. So that is their duty.
Only the children like that who doesn't have that ego, they don't have ego.
So duty does not come to a person who has no ego. Only we are ego. We have ego. That's why so long we have our duty. But vidaṃ means those who have realized soul. What is their duty? That's why you will hear that there is no duty for people of wisdom. God realized people, they will have no duty. They can jatechya samacharit. In the Viveka Chudamani, there are the yogi, this type of yogi who have attained the realization of the highest. For them, or God realization, they have no duty. But otherwise, everyone has duty. You cannot get out. So, kiṃ kartavyaṃ vidaṃ kṛṣṇa, kiṃ niṣedhaṃ, what is forbidden? Or forbidden karma or duty of whom? Of the knower of truth. Vidāṃ is the question. Those who have realized soul, what is their duty and what is their prohibition, that they cannot do that. We as a human being, we have a duty and something we should do, something we should not do. And please tell me, viśeṣa-lakṣaṇaṃ, special signs. If a person of wisdom will find, what sign I will see? What is this? From outside, how can I judge he is a knower of truth? Is there any sign that some horn grows? Holy Mother said, a God-realized person means that to horn will grow. I'll understand, oh, his horn is growing, he is a realized soul. No. It is a wisdom and knowledge will flow and there will be. So what are the special signs of this knower of truth? Vistareṇa prakāśaya. Prakāśaya means tell me, express to me, manifest to me, unfold to me the secrets in detail. Vistareṇa means much detail. Just tell me in detail what should be there. So this question is first question, and that starts this chapter, 5th chapter. So the question ultimately comes to, O Kṛṣṇa, please tell me the duties of the knowers of truth and what is forbidden for them. As we always think that is my duty and it's not to be done. Monk has a duty. A brahmachari has a duty. Brahmacharini has a duty. Sannyasini, everyone have their duties. So long they have their ego sense. And the whole world is running by that. You see, even the birds in the sea, when they give their small babies come, their duty, see how they beautifully may nurture the babies, take care of them, feed them, nurture them, protect them. No? That's the duty. So, and what is the duty of a knower of truth? And what is forbidden for them? Reveal unto me elaborately their special signs. How I see a person and know that he has attained freedom. So, in the Vaishnava literature, it talks differently. He says that it is very easy to understand a spiritual person. What is that? If you are very close to a spiritual person, your mind will be uplifted. Your mind, unconsciously, you see that your mind is thinking higher thoughts. You're looking at that person, you will remember God. It's called jahare herile, by looking at whom? By beholding whom? Hriday, in your heart. śrīkṛṣṇa, the Lord's name starts floating in your heart. Tahare janiyo, know that person to be Vaishnava Pradhan. He is great among the lovers of God. Vishnu Bhaktas, they are great people. So that's a Bhakti school says. Gyanis will say that you can go to them like Rajaman. What is the sign of a holy person? You go in that environment, you sit around, you did not have to do anything. Your mind will be thinking of something so joyful. When you come out, then you compare. What was that? I am the same person. My heart was so full of joy and I was totally forgetful about the world and worldliness. So, what is the impact? It's the impact of the holy man. That story is there for Swami Brahmananda. One monk came to know that in presence of a spiritual, really genuine spiritual person, you cannot bring any bad thought. Your bad thoughts will not come in your mind. And so he wanted to test it. So he went and sat before the chair when Maharaj was sitting, and he is talking to other people in the front, others are there, and he was sitting there. And he is not listening to the thought or talk. He was trying to bring vulgar thoughts in the mind. How bad, how negative thoughts there. But how much he is struggling, but he is failing to bring any negative thought. So he tried and tried and tried. And then Maharaj turned his face back. Are you successful? That means a failure. That means impact of them is so tremendous. Their mind vibrates in such a level that all other lower thoughts become dysfunctional. That is called the sadhu, and that is called the holy man. So vidāṃ means those who have known or realized God, in their presence you will feel like that. Many, we in our early days, we saw such sadhus. You go there, you don't understand much, but when you come out, then you feel like that. Oh my God. Where from the joy came, where so much cheerfulness came from inside, because his cheerfulness is coming into the heart of others, as is our cheerfulness. Our negative thinking affects the other people. That's why don't go to the bad association, they say. Why? They may be outside looking very nice people, but if their mind is full of clumsy thoughts and ideas, that will affect our mind. Because we are not that strong, it will impact our mind. And those who are very rigid and strong and firm, rather they will create an impact on the others. So that's the vidāṃ jana, means the knower of truth. So this is the question. Please tell me, what are the duties of a knower of truth and what is the forbidden things for them? And second point, reveal unto me elaborately what are the signs, how they look. Well, Gita, second chapter, Sthita Prajna, the knower of truth, how he speaks, how he eats, how he sits, how he walks. No? That is the entire second chapter we read. So here also say, yes, what is the question? You have any question, please keep this question so that we can finish little early. If no question, then we'll continue. Okay? For all of you who are online.
I was thinking that is the person's aspirant mind also has to be tuned in that level.
No, that's true. For ordinary people, it should be tuned. But if you go to such powerful people, as I was talking about Brahmananda Swami, you go to Ramakrishna-like people.
Not Ramakrishna-like people, that is what I was thinking, that those people who went with their friends.
But Ramakrishna did not want to impact. They didn't stay there. Within 2 minutes, they are trying to get out. So what you will do? You have to get in. There is a fan. So you have to come and sit under the fan. Fan is here, I am sitting there. Oh, I don't get any impact. No. You have to sit there for some time. So I think that is the reason. They came, but they didn't have at all the good luck of being in that holy association for some time. Within 2 minutes, they are restless, as like a fish basket. Ramakrishna's story. They like the fish smell, bad smell. So they don't enjoy holy company. See, I have seen many families in bhaktas, devotees, their daughters, their children, they will turn their face and run away from you. Because they are not ready yet. Not they're bad people, they're good people. You talk to them, they're very jolly and cheerful to their friends and things. But I have seen myself. Hello, how are you? No, why are you? And run away. That means they don't like it. That they are not ready for it. So true, that is true also. There is Ramakrishna said, the bamboo and grass, excepting these two, there is a breeze of Malaya, it will purify everything. But they cannot do because there is no essential material there. Very basic material should be there. Okay, now śrīkṛṣṇa uvāca, second verse. śrīkṛṣṇa uvāca. What Śrīkṛṣṇa says? Kartavyaṃ vyāpakartavyaṃ, kartavyaṃ vyāpakartavyaṃ, nāsti tattva-vidāṃ sakhe, nāsti tattva-vidāṃ sakhe. Te akartaro brahma-rūpāḥ, te akartaro brahma-rūpāḥ, niṣedha-vidhi-varjitā, niṣedha-vidhi-varjitā. Again, kartavyaṃ va opi akartavyaṃ, kartavyaṃ va opi akartavyaṃ, nāsti tattva-vidāṃ sakhe, nāsti tattva-vidāṃ sakhe. Te akartaro brahma-rūpāḥ, te akartaraḥ brahma-rūpāḥ, niṣedha-vidhi-varjitā, niṣedha-vidhi-varjitā. So what he says, kartavyaṃ means the duty, ba or akartavyaṃ, ba upi akartavyaṃ, ba or even which is not duty. This, so duty and akartavyaṃ, not duties. Nāsti, there is nothing as such. For tattva-vidāṃ, those who are knowers of truth. Sakhe, oh friend, oh my friend Arjuna, listen, there is no duty and there is no non-duty for tattva-vidāṃ, knowers of truth. Because they are kartāro, because they are not karta. Karta means I am the doer. They don't feel that I at all. They have no I. Ramakrishna could not find I. Ramakrishna used to say this. This table, this chair, this is also like that. Not I. You will never find many words in the whole gospel, I. Always this, it, like that. So that's why they akartaro, these brahma-gyanis, these knowers of truth, are akarta, non-doer. They are not performer, they are not doer, their body-mind does. Hari Maharaj Turiyananda says, Deho, this body and the mind, let them understand their suffering, pain, pleasure. Oh my mind, you remain in bliss because you are not the mind body. The body is pain, let body understand. Why your mind you are adding with you? So detach the mind. So here the same way, because they are beyond all duties and forbidden action, because akarta, they are no karta. Upanishad says, Sajo haiva tat paramam brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati sajo havai tat paramam. This is that they are paramam brahma veda. They become Brahma. These people become Brahma Gyanis. So they are Brahmavid, they know they become Brahman. Brahma Veda, Brahmaiva Bhavati. Depending on the quality of the students, Udhikari, competency of the student, this karta, karma is all mentioned. Lower type of student, so long they are to refine to that, go to that higher level, they will have to do the karta, karma. Until there is nirvikalpa samadhi. Here it says, অজ্ঞাত তত্ত্ব সাধক দিগের নিমিত্ত বিধি নিষেধ যুক্ত কাম্য কর্ম হইতে নির্বিকল্প সমাধি পর্যন্ত all this karma that is কেবল ব্রহ্ম সাক্ষাৎকার তত্ত্ব জ্ঞান লাভ. So all the activities which has been mentioned in the scriptures, duties of householder, duties of sannyasi, duty of this, that, they have been for the students who have not realized the truth. It is not for them. Like we, the ignorant people, for us all duties. But who till you reach nirvikalpa? These ignorant people, most ignorant people, maybe little advanced, but there is karma, there is karma, there is karma, there is karma, till you reach nirvikalpa, where your ego is totally obliterated. So that should be the idea. That nirvikalpa, after nirvikalpa samadhi, which has been mentioned in the Vedas, they are only purposes to make us ready to attain to the highest wisdom of Brahman. These are all preparation. Brahmachari, grihastha means householder, retired, vanaprastha, sannyasi, monk. All these categories of people, because of their ignorance in that situation, therefore their sadhana, their spiritual practice is also different. Brahmachari's duty is one, and grihastha duty is another, sannyasi's duty is another. Retired like people, they have their duties different, no? So that's why in the Sukha stock, there is a book. It has been mentioned there that Veda Vedo Sapati Galito Punna Pape Visirne Maya Maho Kshayamadhitagato Nasta Sandeo Vritti Sabdatitam Triguna-rahitam Prapta-tatma-bodham Nastraigunne Puti-picharata Ovidhi-ko niṣedha. It is very oft-quoted verse, but it is 8 verses in a Sukha Stakam. There is a book which talks about the Sukha. He's talking, giving
Teachings of
teachings of 8 teachings of Sukha. Sukha is a bird. So he says, Vedo, Aved, Veda, Vedo, Sapati Golido. If the differentiation and non-differentiation idea melts away, Punno, Pape, Visirne, when auspicious and inauspiciousness goes away, dries out from the heart, Maya and Moho, this Maya and the Moho delusion, Kshayaṃ, being destroyed, being wiped out. Odhigatu, nasta sandeho vritti, when your doubt of the mind goes away. Sabdatitam, then that truth which is beyond all sound. Triguna-rahitam, where there is no play of sattva, rajasa, tamas. Prapyo, attaining that. Tathā-bodham, attaining that knowledge of the Atman. Niṣtraigunne puti, that person who is walking in the path where there is no 3 gunas. What type of ko-vidhi, what is do's and don'ts for that person? That means there is no do's and don'ts. It's a beautiful verse mentioned in the Sukha Ashtakam. So there is no duty for a knower of truth. That is the main point. So that is oh dear friend, there is neither duty nor non-duty. If you say duty, there is a non-duty. But when a man is samadhi, what is duty? He has nobody in the idea, Thakur Ramakrishna in the samadhi state. What is the duty for him? He has no duty. What he did out of compassion for the whole world, that is no duty. Duty means you do. If you don't do, then you will get the consequences, bad consequences. So there is neither duty nor non-duty for the knower of truth. They are of the nature of Brahman. And not the agents of action. They are of the nature of Brahman. These people who are knower of truth, they become Brahman. They are of the nature of Brahman. Tattva-vidāṃ. The brahma-rūpāḥ, they are like Brahman. Brahma, if you know Brahma, you become Brahma. That's why these knower of truth, they are like Brahman. And not agents, means not I. There's no ego in them. They are bereft of prohibition and regulation of the Vedas and scriptures. That means scripture may have given some injunction, everyone will have to follow, but they are not bound anyway under this rule of do's and don'ts. Now the third verse. Vedaḥ prabhur-na teṣāṃ. Vedaḥ prabhur-na teṣāṃ. niyojana-niṣedhane. niyojana-niṣedhane. svayaṃ brahma sadānandā. svayaṃ brahma sadānandā. viśrāntāḥ paramātmani. viśrāntāḥ paramātmani. Veda prabhur-na teṣāṃ. Veda, we say Veda dictates us all. But they cannot dictate this type of people. Then Vedas have no jurisdiction there. So Veda prabhur-na. Veda is not the Lord there. For us, Veda is the Lord. Rules, you do, you don't do. You have to control this. You have to check your senses control, mind control, detachment, shama, dhamma, titiksha, upurati, all these principles. These are the Vedic injunction on us. But to know of truth, no injunction for them. That's why Veda prabhur-na teṣāṃ. In regard to what? Niyojana, being engaged in something, and niṣedhane. No, you cannot connect yourself with this type of thing. Neither you can add or detach. So these regulations are not for them. Svayaṃ brahma sadānandā. For them whom? Them means who? Who are svayaṃ brahma. They have almost themselves become Brahman. Sadānandā. They are always floating in the bliss of infinite joy. Viśrāntāḥ. They are resting in that paramātmani. In the supreme Atman, they are resting in that supreme Atman. So Vedas have no control. Vedas do not control them, neither engaging them in, nor prohibiting them from actions. Actions, that is simple thing. For Brahma-gyanis, there is no karma. If he does his will, if he does not do, that's also his will. He is not bound by any rules. That means he is beyond all rules, all prohibitions, all engagement. They are Brahman themselves. Thinking of Brahman, they have become Brahman already. Reposing in the Supreme Self, they are resting in that Supreme Self and always remaining blissful. So why they do karma? Main purpose of karma is what? To get something. No? Karma we do to have something. But what karma? If he is who is fulfilled by himself, why karma he will do? You go to shopping because you need something. If there is no need, why will you go? Everyone, you take a shower because you feel that you need cleaning yourself. If there is no need of cleaning, why will you go to take a shower?
What if you need to shower somebody else or do shopping for someone else?
So that is also some desire, very good desire. That a Brahma-gyani can go, may not go. Therefore, Brahma-gyanis are, you will find the different types of Brahma-gyanis. Some Brahma-gyanis are really just sit and they are satisfied in some cave and some isolated places. They don't talk to people. They are absorbed in their samadhi. Comes out like Swami Vivekananda said. I want to eat some little sometime, and most of the time I want to be in samadhi. But Ramakrishna didn't allow him. So another type of Brahma-gyanis, Swami Sridharananda, Swami when he came, he gave this example that in a village, suppose, a group of people, and village people are very simple. They honor the sadhus while coming with the gerua or jogi. So they came and everyone assembled towards them. But one sadhu does not speak anything. He is a holy man, but he does not communicate, he does not like to talk, he is withdrawn totally. Okay, sadhu devotees may come and salute, but he does not respond. So few days people will come because he is a holy man, pranam and go away. Second sadhu came after some time. They brought the same food for that sadhu also. This sadhu, second sadhu came. He was sitting and meditating, and the devotees come. Then he said, "Oh, nodding the head and showing some sympathy like that, and talking a little. How are you? How is your family? Is there any problem? Like that, and addressing to their problem, questioning. Question answer is giving some answer. Third sadhu came. Here is third sadhu came. He not only inquires and he sees that you are in trouble. He goes out of the way to your home and helps them with whatever necessary. Even you need to go to doctor and this and that. He goes and helps them, give them advice. Someone is died or is sick. He goes and prays for them. So this, if suppose this type of thing happens, so where which sadhu you will like out of the three? The last one. So Ramakrishna Mission is trained to do like that. People, many Vedantas study, sometimes make them selfish. Some people say, oh, they are suffering. They are suffering because they are bad karma. Maya. Maya, it is okay, don't do anything. Or the second grade will say, oh, there's karma. Okay, let them suffer their karma. Okay. Third may say, no. God suffering in the human body. So what can I do? Go ahead and give. One type of gift is material gift. Give some food. Give a glass of water, coffee, this, that. Higher gift, spiritual counseling, intellectual counseling, to get a job, how to go, establish in life will be higher gift. Next gift will be spiritual gift. So all should be done like that. A person of heart, who has the great heart, they will do this. So that is the likingness of the good sadhus. So but when one is in samadhi, there is no duty. So you cannot say, he is not responding to my question. This word you cannot use for them. So the running translation, so inclination, third was the Vedas do not control them, neither engage them in, nor prohibiting them from actions. They are Brahman themselves, reposing in the spiritual self and always remaining blissful. So that is their nature. They always remain in joy, in final peace in your heart. Fourth verse. Na pravṛttir nivṛttir va, na pravṛttir nivṛttir va, śubhe va, aśubhe tathā, śubhe va, aśubhe tathā, phalam bhogas tathā karma, phalang bhogaha tatha karma na adehasya bhavet kachit na adehasya bhavet kachit. Again, join. Na pravṛttir nivṛttir va na pravṛttir nivṛttir va śubhe va api aśubhe tathā śubhe va api aśubhe tathā phalang bhogas tatha karma phalang bhogaha tatha karma na adehasya bhavet kachit na adehasya bhavet kachit. It is na dehasya, na adeha. Adeha means who have no body, no deha. Who have no body, no, no means no, deha means body. Who have no body idea, adehas bhavet kachit. Phalabhoga. There will be no enjoyment of the actions of their karma. Karma's actions will be meaningless to a person who has no idea I'm the body. Yes, even when we go to a doctor and the doctors give us some anesthesia and does so many things, my identification with the body goes. I don't think that I am the body then. See, all the things go to the body. They did tremendous operation, maybe cutting and chipping and this and that, 5 hours, 6 hours. Some operation goes for even 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, So, but so many things are going on. But what about the patient? He is not in pain. How it happens? Because adeha. He is not thinking I am the body. His mind is sleeping. That means not connected with the body. Neither the connected with the body, neither this. So reactions are not having there. That's why he is free. But if one yogi can practice this, like Hari Maharaj, keeping the mind in God, the same thing. You're withdrawing the mind by force. Doctors are doing by anesthesia. And yogi can do by just sitting. One day Holy Mother was cleaning the cancerous throat of Ramakrishna and is with a cotton and it stuck somewhere and Sri Ramakrishna got so much in pain. And Mother felt, oh my God, what am I to do? Then Sri Ramakrishna said, don't worry, now I am taking away my mind, you do whatever you like. And he took care of the mind and no pain. So the very simple formula, when the mind can be given to something else, then the pain and suffering of the body will not be felt. So that's why yogic practice is good. We are trying to do that, to keep the mind in God. So if one can really put there, then external thing will not touch him. So here, no pravṛttir. Pravṛttir means inclination. Inclination to do something. It is not there. No pravṛttir. No nivṛttir. Non-inclination. I will not do. No, sir. That's also ego. I will do. It's ego. Not do that. That's also ego. So pravṛttir and nivṛttir, śubhe, in pleasant, auspicious things, aśubhe, unpleasant or inauspiciousness. It is auspicious, I'll do. Normally, what we do. Normal people do not understand what is auspicious, inauspicious, what should be done, what not to be done. There's one category. Next category, it is good, I will do it. It's bad, I will not do it. As we are trying to do in our life. But for Brahmachari, he will not say, I'll do because it is good. I won't do because it is bad. No, even that consideration is not there for a Brahmachari. because he knows that body mind does what? I don't do anything. So I have no inclination. So what they do, whatever comes before them, they as a as a natural reflex action, they do that. The hunger comes, latu maharaj, going and meditating. Hunger comes because of the body. He goes and gets some money and goes to some shop, purchases some lochi or something and eats, that's finished. Huh? So he has not the time to go to pots and pans and then boil rice, boil dal, boil this and that time. No time. But it is done. Why? Because body is there, hunger is there, and that he does. But sometimes he is not doing. So he is not bound by these rules of do's and don'ts. Again, the synopsis is this, he is not bound by. So that he is explaining this way. No pravṛttir, he has no inclination for śubhe, it's a pleasant thing. And this inclination is inauspicious. He has no such choice. He does not choose like that. Phalam bhogas tathā karma. Therefore, that type of people, there is no phala, there is no karma. Even we see that he is doing karma, but that karma does not gather any result. Like a children. Children do whatever they do. It does not karma result of karma phala does not touch them. Whether they are hugging the mother or whether they are beating the mother, whether they are crying, whether he is soiling the cloth, whether he is playing with a toy. Whatever he does, there is no ego. Does everything. That's why holy people become like child.
But the child who put that Sri story is there that the sage was put in that kind of for death. When he was a child, he poked the stick on a insect, and for that reason, in the next line,
Child means maybe he is a little adult, young buddhi has come. But I am talking about the babies, those who have not grown even eye consciousness. That is the point. Here is the question of eye consciousness. Maybe little was there, that's why they had to suffer. Everyone we are innocent, like God, when we are babies. Nothing in the mind is not responding to anything good or bad in the world. There is nothing as such. Child's world is a different world. They do whatever they come. At that time, they play with the toy. Next moment, they throw away the toy. This time, he's crying for one item, and then he got it, and then immediately after 2 seconds, throws away that thing. That means there is no attachment, there is no detachment. He is because no ego. Therefore, there will be no effect of their karma. That's why I give the example. Suppose a child inadvertently there is a toy, and with the toy there is a gun, and he does not know, and the baby was playing with it and triggers it, and its mom is killed. The baby will not be said 3 years baby, 2 years baby, should not be taken to the jail. Why they don't take to jail? Because he has no ego sense developed. So in a Brahma-jnani also, whatever you do, they are not having any karma. So no karma, no result, and it's bhoga. Bhoga means is suffering or pain. You do some karma, it gives you some suffering or some pleasure. So those two, you are out of that. You don't need karma, no adehos. Those who have no body identity, they have not. So the running meaning of the four, inclination towards the pleasant, as well as the abstinence from the unpleasant, do not exist for one who is beyond body consciousness. Thus, there will never be action, results of actions, and enjoyment for them. Enjoyment or suffering also. Any karma, good and bad, they are not affected by anything. Okay, so we have any question?
only one question.
One question, okay. So we can end here. Verse number 4. Om Shanti, 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 Harihi Om Tatsat, Sri Ram Krishna Arpanam Astu. Now the question. Can an enlightened person do harm to others? That's why you are reading. No, they do not do harm. They may appear to be doing harm sometimes. We hear in the can an enlightened person do harm to others? This is the question. Response will be that no, they do not do harm to anyone because there is no ego, there is no motive. But sometimes it appears that there is a sage who is called Durvāca. There is an angry guy. Wherever he goes, he becomes angry and curses you. And then you will have to. So everyone is to avoid him. But you know what they do, even through their anger, because there is no ego, that is to wipe out our karma. That curse has taken away my chunk of karma. So little suffering to take away our chunk of bad karmas. So normally it is, if he is a realized soul, no harm can happen. Ultimately, in the spiritual sense, they rather take away our karma by that way. In the Yoga Vasishta, we have read that a spiritual person, like who are enlightened gurus, if they scold, they take away your karma. So it is by them there cannot be any harm because they are not like ordinary people motivated for some purpose. There is no purpose excepting they want that we should be liberated from bondage. So that is the Guru's grace, and that is the grace of the holy people. So there is actually, even if they do something, that is all for the good of us. Sri Ramakrishna, sometimes scolding someone, sometimes he's saying something. Whatever they do, that is only good. Only because good means maybe materially we don't feel that good. What is good we say? I wanted one thing. If I get it, I think God is very gracious. No? And if I don't get, then I say it is bad. But God is not like that. What is good you are thinking, that is not good. Ultimate good. What is spiritually uplifting, what is spiritually benefiting, that must should be taken into account.
But isn't it true that everything is done by God only? Holy people or unholy people does not matter. Everything will be good.
Will be good? No. That is a different thing. But when you get to a holy people, it's a good fortune. You have getting a special discount. Sometimes special sale. The holy people are like that. When they do something, there is extra special grace. The same tag, the tag was $100, you may be charged $10. That's it. That's why he said the pravṛttir karma, you have to prick. There will be a big damage, like a pin prick. You can feel the suffering of a pin prick. So that is the grace of God. That's why it's called holy company. To have holy company is really a blessing. Because they don't think of any negative thing to happen. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. They are the friend to the whole world. Now, this is done. So any other question? Another question, is it possible for worldly enjoyment, for worldly and liberation to go hand in hand? Can one have both? Worldly enjoyment and God, can it go side by side? I think it is for the beginning, it can go little further. God realization and also my normal fun and joy of life, dancing, singing, drinking, as also God. That may be starting point because mind is not ready. But when the mind, following the path of spirituality, finds greater joy, then automatically the other worldly fun, the idea of getting fun from world, this idea will drop. Because you are getting better joy here. If one gets a higher job offer, why you will go to the lower job? So similarly, when one gets a taste of inner tranquility, the practice of meditation, practice of prayer, holy company, if they find joy and in compare the worldly joy, and if they have this sense, it takes time to develop. You can get joy, same joy, by eating good food. Yeah, people enjoy that food, no? And food. On a long talk is going on. But how long it lingers in our understanding, in our feeling. So it is the tip of the tongue and the throat. But when you have good meditation, good prayer, good association, holy association, it lingers in your heart for a long time. And not only that, when you remember that, you feel the same intensity of joy. But in worldly joy, it will make a depressed mind. Oh, I ate such good food, and today we cannot eat it.
What if you had a spiritual, let's say, feeling then in the past, but then if you didn't have that feeling again, does that also can depress you?
And depressed, that is a good depression. That is good. That is also one type of depression. Arjuna was depressed. And today also how many thousands and thousands of people are depressed. Because Arjuna has a good fortune to go to Kṛṣṇa with depression. And that depression was raised into illumination. But ordinary people, when they get, I am not getting meditation, my mind is not settling, don't say that. Do more practice. You got a glimpse one time, one day. If your meditation was good, you felt a joy one day, you got the test. So rather than depression, go on continuously doing. That's called three things are necessary, Swami Vivekananda said. Perseverance, patience, perseverance,
Purity.
and
Purity.
So these are cardinal points. So we'll have to hold on to purity, to patience, and perseverance. Depression is no scope. We should not bring depression there. Rather, we should be steady in our practice. Because you are blessed indeed, God has given you a test of that. There can be that joy. You got it yourself. By God's grace, that moment, mind was very calm and serene. But not now, it is not. No, it is going like that. But 3 points, purity, perseverance, and patience. Continue your sadhana. Don't expect anything. Expectation is the cause of our suffering. You are expecting, I will have this joy today. Why are you expecting? Just do your duty. That's called niskama karma. Niskama meditation. Meditation or karma should be niskama. Meditation should be niskama. No. I love you, God, I think of you. Whether I get joy or don't get joy, that's matter little. There is niskama. No desire there. And do you make a mistake? In meditation, we have expectation. I am doing japa, so it will happen like this. I will feel much good. A little expectation should be there, but that is not important. I am blessed that I am repeating the name of God. That's all. End there. Chapter should be ending there. I meditate. That's enough. I don't want anything much more. That itself is gratifying, satisfying. And you know, all our suffering from anywhere is the only point. Don't blame anyone, your expectation. You expect me, or I expect you that you should behave like this, or you will talk like this. If I don't talk, then you feel hurt. But what is the cause of your hurting? You analyze your expectation. Some people say, why he behaved with like that? Why he was so unkind? Why? Say opposite way. Why not? Then you are free. He is doing his job. I am doing my job. Yeah. So this is the point. Bhagavat, beautiful verse is there. Say, ashahi paramam dukkham. Nairashyam paramam sukham. Asha, whenever you have expectation in anything, I am performing this work, people will appreciate me. I did this puja, people will say, what? I gave this lecture, people will say, wherever expectation, you will be battered. Battering from God. It will not happen. Occasionally it will happen, other time it will not. And then you will cry. Why you cry? Don't blame anyone, your expectation. Just don't expect. You go on boldly. You did your job. Okay. People say good, thank you. People say bad, thank you. Finish. See, we can keep our freedom also by this way. And that is called even meditation. Why do I expect? See, Ramakrishna and Vivekananda, Naren. Ramakrishna was testing Naren and he didn't talk several days. 1 month. He is coming and he starts as if he is sitting there talking, not to look at him. This type of rejection is possible for us. 1 day, 2 days, there will be pain and cry and weep. And then one day, after 1 month, he said, hey, don't you see that I cannot look at you? Why do you come here? Well, I don't expect anything. I love you. That's why I come. I cannot stay without you, so I come and see you. You like, you dislike, it is yours. What is that to me? See, what that is called the no expectation, but I love you. If we learn this, no one can touch you and no one can give you suffering. You are vulnerable whenever you expect. He said this. How many words are there in the air? Why are you paying attention to the one? Some few vocabulary coming out of some mouth. No? So it is your responsibility to withdraw. Anyhow, our expectation is this suffering, cause of suffering. Oh, that example, the crow and the hawk. One hawk got a big meat. He was trying to eat, but he was flying and trying to sit in a tree and start to eat. Oh my God, as soon as the meat was seen, all the crows attacked, maybe 50, 60 crows, and chasing him. And then he again ran away to another. And then ultimately, oh my God, this is so much problem. Throw away. So all the crows go to the meat and he was relaxing. He was hoping that he will eat. That hope was rejected. But he became free. Okay.
Tomorrow, what class you will lead the class?
Who will be giving the class tomorrow?
You will lead the class.
Tomorrow? My class?
Mm.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll see you again in the gospel class. Okay, at 7:30 p.m. Thank you. Mother bless you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.